If you want to book sales calls consistently from Twitter, there are only 3 types of tweets that you should post. These are the only tweets that you should post. Everything else is a waste of time. I know this because in the past 6 months, I've generated my clients over $600,000 in recorded revenue through Twitter content. If you don't know me, I'm Para. I'm the founder of Aurelius, Twitter's fastest growing content agency. And in this video, I'm going to break down each tweet style, give you examples of those tweets, and explain why it's so effective in detail, so you can write similar tweets for your brand. Let's get into it. The first style is rage bait. These are controversial takes that spike emotion and force people to pick a side. Random people see your tweet and either strongly agree or strongly disagree. Either way, they engage, they quote tweet, reply, and argue in the comments, giving you more engagement and more motion. The algorithm sees all that engagement and pushes your tweet to more people. This is how you get in front of thousands of qualified buyers who would never have seen your profile otherwise. So let me give you some examples of these tweets. So this tweet is from yours truly. I wrote, 10K a month is genuinely a psyop. That's 120K a year. Do you understand how small of a number that is? So if you can see, this was obvious rage bait. Now, the reason this works so well is because 99.9% of people are making less than 120K a year. And of course, the majority of people on Twitter are not doing those numbers, unfortunately. So our goal with this tweet is to rage bait the people who aren't making that much money, to get them to say, oh, you don't know what money is, you don't know this, that. You know, we want them to engage, we want them to give their own opinion. This tweet got 11 million views. That's a lot of views. That is the lifetime views of some agencies in one tweet. This tweet has also personally generated me multiple 5 figures in clients because my prospects have seen this tweet and they're like, oh, this guy can get multi-million view posts and make money from them as well. He's worth reaching out to. Here's another example for one of my clients, Alex Growth. I'm 15 and I just got wired $1 million to manage a client's clipping campaign. Ask me anything. So a few things. Number one, we're using the age hook. The age hook is like the time old hook for Twitter. It always works, whether you're 15 or 13 or 20 or 40. If you just say I'm this age and I just did this, it's probably gonna do well, most likely. This is the experience I've had because a lot of people care about the details and the personality. They care about your age, they care about your experiences, etc. So when you can say something like, oh, I'm 24 and I did this and this, other 24-year-olds will reach out to you. Maybe even older people who were 24 and were thinking, damn, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done that. It's the beginning of a story, it's the beginning of a loop. And we opened this loop and we said, I just got wired $1 million to manage a client's clipping campaign. Then we're adding a CTA, ask me anything. This CTA is super important because we're encouraging people to comment. We're basically engagement farming. We're like, yo, comment, ask me anything, and they'll just ask you, and then you can answer from there. Ask me anythings also work very, very well as just a data source to find out what your audience or your prospects are actually looking for. So for example, this post got almost 192 comments. I counted, there were around 45 comments from really qualified people, like very, very qualified people who are interested in understanding what Alex does and what type of clipping and how we can scale the brand with this $1 million. Most people are scared to post rage bait because they don't want to upset people. But the thing is, upsetting people is the point. Tweets that spike emotions always go viral. And when you go viral, you get more eyes. Here's the one problem though. It will bring traffic to your profile, no doubt. No doubt about that. But rage bait alone will not book calls. It just brings traffic. You need the next 2 tweet types to convert that traffic into revenue. And that is where the aura tweets come in. The second tweet style is aura tweets. These tweets show your new audience that you're a winner. And people buy from winners. If you look like you're just starting out or struggling, prospects will not trust you with their money. So aura tweets show specific results. That is, money generated, client names, personal experiences and wins, insider knowledge that only successful people will have in the business space. This builds massive social proof and a lot of urgency. When prospects see you're already getting great results, they want to work with you before you get too expensive or too busy. Now let me give you some more examples. We made this post for Dylan Ecom. Quote unquote, Ecom is dead. Dude, I'm 22 years old with a $900,000 a month supplement brand with a 30% margin. The only thing dead is your belief system and probably your credit score. Now, if you can see, this post does contain hints of rage bait because we're engaging the audience as well with the last 2 lines. We're invoking some emotion. But the main thing here is the aura. It is the insane social proof and results that Dylan has. What matters most here is that Dylan is showing off his brand and that he's winning. When people see him winning, they will trust him way more. And also know that he's not a LARP, he's not a liar. He actually does this stuff. Because we post screenshots as well. This is another example from the awesome Clinton Vino. When I was a full-time closer, I audited every one of my sales calls for a month to see what language I was using. I printed out my transcripts and highlighted filler words. Found out I said 94 times per call, said like 23 times, used the word essentially every other fucking sentence. My close rate went from 38% to 52% the next month after I eliminated this shit from my vocabulary. I sounded infinitely more confident and trustworthy. But it wasn't easy making this change. It took a shit ton of practice. Meanwhile, most guys aren't even willing to simply review their own calls. So what I love about this tweet here is how authentic it is. Clinton is not trying to impress you. He does not give a fuck. He's just telling you exactly what to do to improve your close rate. And that directness is what makes people trust him more. He's just trying to help us out because he's giving his own story, his own value, and he's showing off his aura. He used to be a closer and he used to crush it at closing. Story posts like this are also amazing, and story posts do count as aura posts because you're showing off your experience and your time spent with your expertise. The key here is it has to be real. Fake aura gets exposed and destroys your credibility. Post real numbers, results, and insider takes. Now your audience knows who you are and they trust you, but they still don't know what you sell. And that is what new info tweets do. Now, I call these new info tweets or unique mechanism tweets. You're already building an audience with the rage bait and you're showing your audience that you're a winner and you're qualified in what you do. Now that your audience knows and trusts you, you can introduce your offer, system, or methodology and or way of thinking to them. People who follow you but have zero idea what you actually sell become informed prospects since you're showing them you have a specific system that gets results and solves their problems. Now, let me give you some more examples as well. So this is an amazing post from Eamon, one of my clients, great guy. How to be #1 on search as a small channel. Now, I'm pretty sure this was a response to a question similar to the Q&A that we saw above. So yeah, forget competing on broad terms. You will not rank for how to start a business. You will rank for how to start a pressure washing business in Texas. Map the long tail keywords first. Use YouTube's autocomplete, type your topic plus ABC, etc. Check people also ask on Google. Look at comments on popular videos. What specific questions are they asking? Then create multiple videos per topic. Beginner, advanced, mistakes to avoid, case study, quick guide. Same topic, 5 angles. You will dominate that specific search. The title formula is specific problem plus specific solution plus year. For example, how to create a Delaware LLC as a non-resident in 2025. So this tweet we made with Eamon is amazing because it's showing people that Eamon actually knows what he's doing. He's not just a YouTube guy. No, he's someone who knows how to hack the algorithm. And that sounds so corny, but how to infiltrate the algorithm and the YouTube search terms in order to get that video popular and how to find the right buyers. So this is amazing information, and this is an example of new info. We're giving off new information and we're showing our methodology and our system that our prospects did not know before. Hey, this is another example from Billy Nate, aka Nate Anslet. Amazing guy right here. This guy paid me $5,000 for a 1-hour consulting call to help him build a $10 million a year pay-per-call agency from scratch. I recorded with no shirt on for some reason. I asked him if it was okay to post and he said yes. Comment, call, and I'll send you the link. So this is new info mixed with a giveaway tweet. This is technically a lead magnet, and oh my god, we got leads. 400 people are interested in seeing this video, and that is absolutely amazing. Just because we're showing off new information, and we're also coming in with that aura. This guy paid me $5,000 for a 1-hour consulting call to help him build a $10 million a year agency. We're giving him the sauce, and by proxy, we're also letting the viewer in on the sauce that we're giving the person in the video. And of course, you have Nate's signature humor. I recorded with no shirt on for some reason. To get people on the phone, you need to show your followers that you have a system that they can buy and invest in. These 3 tweet types work together as a complete system. Ragebait brings the traffic, aura builds the trust, and new info converts followers into cash. If you want me to run your Twitter content operations so you can book calls without writing a single tweet yourself, click the first link below to book a call. If you found this valuable, subscribe. I'm giving away content like this every single week so you can grow and scale your Twitter page profitably and predictably. Awesome. I will see you all later.